A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordo, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
As it stands, it is very clear that Iran supreme leader have said that he is not going to stop as Trump directed it to stop. It looks like he is already crossing American red line. And Trump has given 2 weeks, which America may intervene. And on the one hand, Benjamin Netanyahu, of course, the Prime Minister of Israel, made it clear that Iran will not have nuclear weapons. And of course, that is a position equally maintained by Trump. Going forward, what are we likely going to see in the coming days?
In the coming days, we are going to see another force, with another forces and another force facing Iran. You know, before now, America have moved their distance to Indian Ocean in order to do what? Regard to this nuclear issue, to fight Iran. But later, they withdraw it and give them 30 days to come and negotiate and discuss. And after 30 days, they gave them another 30 days to come, and they're making it 2 months. So it was after the 2 months elapses, the 1 day in addition was what makes Israel to now strike that these people are not ready for negotiation. And let me tell you, this fight is not Israeli fight. Israel is fighting not to protect themselves, but to protect the entire world.
But wait, let me jump in here. Because the way it is, Israel have taken over Iranian airspace, and if is not taken after this confrontation, Iran is going to look like another Gaza. Because as we speak, Israel have taken over their airspace.
Yes, but no international movement, and there is no local movement.
Bombing is continuing.
And the destruction and the damage still continue. Why am I saying that? What they are doing justice to injustice. They are doing justice to uproar of injustice that is ahead of time. They are trying to prevent, satanic actions in future. People may not actually see it today. Take a look. I will give you an example what Israel is trying to prevent, which people like Ojukwu have tried to prevent in Nigeria. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu even said it, of which on the 19th he was called what? A prophet. Even Sowerena have vowed that he will continue to make Mazen Nnamdi Kanu his friend and partner with him. Are you getting it? So what was that? Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have already said that this killing of a team, if Iran were allowed to reach that uranium nuclear distance, you understand, in their country, the life of the people living on this earth is at risk. I will bring it again. Look at the Fulanis that are holding guns, going up and down. See the way they are terrorizing Nigerians. Then let me tell you, had it been the Yorubas or the IGBOS that handle this gun like this, you understand? I bet you there is no way, even if there will be casualties, there will be killing, it will not be as in a mass, as in a destructive way like these people. Because we have a soft heart.
Let me even drag it back to the Middle East. Because one is even, because at the point it will look as if Iran was having upper hand with all the heavy bombardment coming from ballistic missiles. But as it stands, Israel has taken over the airspace and Israel is raining terror on.
Yes, do you know why in the first place it's like Iran is taking upper hand? Because there are things Iran has which Israel is not aware. You understand? Because I discovered that their iron drone could not stop the ballistic missile that is coming from Iran. So they have to strategize to find other alternative, other means instead of their iron drone, because that one has failed them. So they now strategize. It was the new ideology that they are now using to fight against those ballistic missiles and drones which Iran used to penetrate into Tel Aviv and cause all those damages. Do you understand? That's why automatically now they have folded Iran. And they don't want to.
But are you worried that Iran may be reduced to rubble just like Gaza?
Of course, not even to Gaza. Iran at the end of the day, because Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed that he will make sure he will bring Iran to the level of as Iraq. Remember initially Iraq was one of the powerful districts, but today Iraq is nowhere to be found. So they will bring Iran down to the level of Iraq and every other place. There he has vowed, and you can see him now, acquiring the position, the prominent places in Iran. So he remained to a particular, they call it whether a rock or something rock like that. So it remained that place. Now by the time they finish that place, they will that means they have automatically
as a way of rounding up, this operation, according to Netanyahu, is Operation Rising Lion.
Yes.
And people have actually come up to say that the success and failure of this war will not be defined by the number of buildings you bring down, by the number of civilian casualties.
No.
But rather, to how extent you are able to achieve your aim.
Achieve your aim.
And the aim of Israel from the beginning is
to make sure Iran do not have nuclear.
And secondly, to enforce a regime change and possibly take out the Iranian supreme leader.
Yes.
Do you think Israel will achieve the three aims?
They're already achieving it. As we speak now, currently now, the Iran president is no longer the one in control regard to this war. He has handed over to the military. And he himself and his family has run and they hide themselves inside bunker.
But was that because of Trump's threat, asking everyone to vacate?
Not because of Trump's threat, but because of the result so far so good which Israel has dropped for him to see. Now, you know how many commanders, generals, people, important personnel in the military of Iran which Israel have taken.
Now, quick one before I let you go. I know you are Benjamin. Of course, you claim to be Benjamin.
Yes, it's Benjamin Netanyahu. The meaning here, the meaning here is Benjamin.
The question here is, I understand the Igbos are from the Jew.
Of course.
But your support for Israel.
Why not?
Is it based on that sentiment or based on what?
I am not telling you based on sentiments. I am telling you based on the biblical axis.
Okay, sentiment attached to Bible.
There is no sentiment in the Bible. The word of God is true. That is pure. So you
have your brother in faith.
They are not even in faith. It's not a matter of faith here. It's my brother purely biblically, according to the word of God.
But the
genealogy of the Igbos you want to talk about.
I will becoming your elder brother. Do you have the genealogy?
I say go and check it from the foundation of the Bible.
Okay, don't worry. We'll make our time.
Do your and we will dig. If you want to dig more deep, I want you to go and study this man, Jera, a man called Jera.
Okay, that is why you took your roots.
He died at the age of 162. I say 962 years.
We are pressed for time. I say very thankful.
God bless you.
This is a good place to
go and study that man.
You know
where we come from.